The Next Titan Season 5. Brains, Charisma and Audacity. Headlined by Heritage Bank.
Hello everyone and welcome. It's your #1 entrepreneur reality TV show, The Next Titan. And of course, I am your host, Sigadaro Ajulade. Last week, we saw the contestants attempt their first task since their arrival into the house. It was a task which put up a competition between the men and the women. Well, the outcome resulted in the women's team being put up for probation, of which they were each to nominate 4 persons whom they felt didn't contribute much in the undertaking of the tasks. However, unexpectedly, we had a tie, which led to 5 names emerging as the weakest links. That's Marchi, Ugo, Rosalind, Mutimrayo, and Tarek.
I know that I was going to be on probation. Reason because a lot of people are intimidated by my personality, so I know they will always want to get rid of me.
It's a competition. Everyone is here to win. Of course, people would definitely see you as strong competition, and they would want to have you kicked out as soon and as quickly as possible.
For one reason or the other, I don't really know why I ended up in the probation list, but I feel everyone has their reasons. Probably because of maybe because someone might feel I didn't do well, or someone else might see me as a threat, or personal issues, different things.
I felt bad because I put in my all. It just felt like as if my all wasn't good enough for everyone on the team.
I'm excited. Even though I'm on probation, I'm still excited.
Now this is a new week, and I bet you are all itching to know which of the contestants were evicted off the Next Titan journey. You may also want to know what the new task for this week is, and of course, which team wins. Well, I've got all of your answers. Take a look.
It's cinema time for the Synergy Group. Time to watch a great movie. This is a fitting reward after a drilling week, and definitely fitting for winning the tax. Keep the body healthy and you keep the mind fit.
Hello everybody, it's your boy DJ Majek again, the refined carpenter. Please, I would like you to vote for me. Just text Titan DG to 33352. Thank you.
In order to vote for me, please text Titan space Joy to 33352. Thank you.
Keep the blood pumping and you'll keep the mind sharp. The contestants break body and sweat in the early morning.
Hi guys, my name is Chike and I'm a robotics entrepreneur. To keep me in the house, text Titan space Chike to 33352.
My name is Ogechikoba. I manufacture skincare, hair care, and other range of cosmetic products. Please vote for me. Text Titan Oge to 33352.
Some say Africa's golden era is gone. A time when great African kings and queens built their dreams into empires, stretching across the continent and beyond. But we say a new era is upon us. A new set of African kings and queens are on the rise. Driven by the same wealth of character as the kings and queens before them. Building new empires of enterprise with the right partnership. So rise up wherever you are, new kings and queens of Africa. Embrace your full potential and be proud of your heritage. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
CFAX Group, one of Africa's fastest growing multinational corporation with diversity in maritime, aviation, haulage and logistics, oil and gas, and hospitality, amongst others. CFAX Group operates globally with presence in the United States, United Kingdom, Ghana, South Africa, Holland, Belgium, Morocco, Spain, and Djibouti. CFAX Group's landmarks, achievements, and awards is facilitated by its excellent services from its subsidiaries like CFAX Ports and Cargo, CFAX Accor, CFAX Off-Dock, CFAX Shipping, CFAX Haulage, CFAX Forwarding, CFAX Oil and Gas, CFAX Marine. CFAX, an entrepreneur juggernaut that is inspiring young entrepreneurs in Nigeria and Africa. CFAX Group, effective, qualitative services and solution.
With the new Ford EcoSport, your world just got bigger.
Good afternoon, guys. How are you guys doing today? Great. That's very well. Thanks for asking.
It's time to choose another house leader. Every week, the house leader is replaced by a successor through casting of votes. The outgoing house leader, Chike, moderates this session of voting a new leader. Good man, Chike. The contention is between Oge and Deji.
So by a show of hands, who wants Oge to be the next house leader? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By a show of hands, who wants Deji to be the new house leader? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have our new house leader.
Deji wins. Soon enough, the boardroom secretary, Osas Igodaro Ajibade, comes to deliver the task for the week.
How are you guys feeling? Well, first off, I want to congratulate Synergy Solutions.
The tax for the new week has arrived, brought to them by the boardroom secretary, Osas Igodaro Ajibade.
This is from the lead judge. This is a new week with a new challenge. And this will no longer be a battle of the gender, as you are expected to regroup yourselves to 2 new corporations with 2 new identities. Now the task type social development project, quality education. The summary: to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Now that is the SDG Goal 4, Sustainable Development Goal 4. The challenge, dum dum dum. Your task is to identify with the SDG Goal 4 of the SDG goals. Launch a project in line with the SDG Goal 4 to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. You have 72 hours to carry out this task. Again, 72 hours to carry out this task.
When they have carried out their tasks, they are to present a standard group report intended for the United Nations, which will be delivered to the board, and a soft copy of the report should be delivered by mail, latest 12 noon on Friday. Contestants are free to seek support from a mentor to help interpret the task or to achieve the task. They are also allowed to seek any form of support in regards to financial, moral partnership from the likes of individuals or organizations.
Now the judging benchmark. Groups will be marked based on 1. Concept, creativity, and innovation. 2. Scalability of concept. 3. Sustainability of concept. 4. Reporting. 5. Presentation. Good luck, lead judge. Ooh.
This week, they pick pool balls from a bag filled with balls having odd and even numbers pasted on them. Those who pick pool balls with odd numbers will fall into Group 1, while those who pick balls with even numbers fall into Group 2.
All right, so you guys have picked your numbers. You know what group you are in. If you can please do me a favor. The people who have picked even numbers, this side. Odd numbers, this side. So now you know this is your group to deal with this week's task. This is your group to deal with this week's task. All I have to say is that you guys are amazing, you guys are smart, you guys are go-getters, you're entrepreneurs, you're titans. So be the best, and I am extremely happy to find out later in the week what you guys come up with. I'd like to give this to Majek as the team house leader. Yes, thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing what you all have accomplished. Good luck. Bye. Thank you.
The first thing we need to do is to choose a leader for this team.
But before we proceed, we have to choose a team leader. So I'll just ask anybody who is interested in being a team leader, please just indicate by raising up your hand.
The first group is in the process of seeking a leader. It falls between 3 candidates: Chike, Rebecca, and Sylvester. Chike humbly recluses himself, thus leaving it between Rebecca and Sylvester.
I recuse myself from this process. So it's between both of them.
If you want Rebecca, can I see your answer, please? That's 3. If you want Sly, yeah, Sly has it.
Sylvester wins.
So we are definitely going to win this because we just have to win it. Yes. All right.
They are now deliberating on the structuring of the group brand and identity.
All right. That being said,
Equilen is the project name they finally sit with.
All right, those in support say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. So we go for Equilen.
Group 2 are also seeking a team leader. Melvin and Otto Cannon are the choice candidates. Eventually, Cannon emerges team leader.
Okay guys, thank you very much for finding me worthy to lead.
A confident Cannon wants them to go straight into creating their project name.
Let's quickly get a project name. No, a project name. This is not.
Okay, the project.
Yes.
Okay, the project name. Okay, the project name.
They seem to favor the title You Read.
Urban Rural Education and Development.
Perfect.
It makes sense.
Perfect.
You know, you read. It makes sense.
Just keep on voting for me. All you need to do is text Titan Slyman to 33352.
Please, I need your votes, I need your love, I need your prayers. To vote, just text Titan space Ugo to 33352.
Let's have dinner and chill, and then we'll come back.
This week's house game is called the concentration game.
We have our guys on probation behind, and they will be coordinating this little challenge of ours.
Basically, the concentration games work like this.
Concentration, 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 Names of football clubs in the Premier League. Names of football club in the Premier League. Names of football club in the Premier League. Chelsea, Aston Villa, Liverpool,
Newcastle,
Manchester,
Wigan,
Tottenham.
The first man calls out the words concentration 3 consecutive times before repeating the question 3 consecutive times also. Now everyone has to answer the question in a sequential order, starting with the leader or the person reading the question, and it goes round spirally from the game. And then the flow continues from the person who preceded the just evicted candidate.
Names of European cities, names of European cities. Names of European cities, names of European cities. Names of European cities that you know. Rome, Netherlands,
Germany, Scotland, Ukraine,
London, Vienna, Kiev, London.
All right. Concentration, 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 concentration. Names of colors, 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 names of colors that you know. Blue,
indigo, magenta,
violet,
purple, indigo.
So basically, the concentration game deals with your mental focus on details, mental agility, and intelligence. All of these qualities are required for a successful entrepreneur.
Names of housemates, names of housemates. Names of housemates that you know.
Chicken.
You're out. You're out.
And eventually, Sylvester emerges the winner. His prize awaits him in the boardroom.
So to keep me in the house, please text Titan Sylvester to 33352. Please, I need your vote. Thank you very much.
With 72 hours to achieve their tasks, both groups, Equilen and UREAD, set out to work. On the first day, the groups each had meetings with their respective mentors so as to get proper guidance and interpretation of the tasks, and also potential partners. A very wise move.
Carlos Sylvester is my name. Titan Slyman. I represent Equilen.
My name is Otto Cannon, and I'm the group lead for Project UREAD.
Equilen is an initiative, okay, that tries to bring together, we try to play with words to form the name Equilen. That was equitable and of course learning. That's where the concept came from.
UREAD is an acronym which represents Urban Rural Education and Development.
We give 72 hours to get this task of enhancing quality education. That is representing the SDG goal 4. And we started out like every other day. We're able to meet some of our mentors who interpreted the task better for us, and as well some partners, who we needed to financially support, in our task.
On the first day, we decided to get a mentor who's an expert, who's a professional in the education space, in person of Otto Randam, the founder of Slum to School Africa. So he helped to guide us and direct us in the areas we should go. We picked a school in the urban area and a school in the rural area to set up the visual learning system. And the school in the urban area was a school for physically challenged people, a school for disabled. So we went to a school in Abuleba far away. It was almost a 3 hours drive. We got there, we liaised with the school authorities to come the next day, and we also went to Makoko. We identified the school in Makoko that is very, very dilapidated.
And Makoko had a delightful exchange with the You Read Africa team.
The kids that require special needs. So, and that's more of the reason we came here today, because we try to nail that those kids that are, that require special attention could also be part of, the technology and innovative learning.
On the second day, we set out to the market to get some materials. All right, we did exercise books. We printed banners which had some of our sponsors' inscriptions on them, and went to a public school at Ishaga, where we tested the students on some IQ questions, and then we played some fun games with them. Day 3 was wow, it was amazing. Okay, we went to Makoko, a suburb in Lagos.
Equilen were also able to land a partnership deal with Sparkle Foundation. This is a very commendable feat.
Sparkle is a foundation that believes, so much in the SDG Go For, so we have to partner with them to drive home our points. And as well at Makoko, we're able to initially we want to send 2 kids to school, but the person we partner with, in the person of Father's Touch Incorporated, surprised us. Instead of 2, he did 10. And not just to the primary school, but to the secondary school level. That left us so emotional, and we believe that the impact, of that project on the lives of these kids is going to be eternal. They will grow to be ever grateful for the opportunity that Equilen team, brought their way.
Meanwhile, You Read banter amongst themselves as regard their tax. The pressure is building up and tensions are flying high.
I know there's so much pressure. There's so much pressure, but let's just calm down, stop work. And so,
at least we have a director of we see how it does.
Everybody's lashing out because of pressure. It's normal. But why not say stop? Don't talk. Don't count. People would normally disagree to agree. We had issues with the team. There were conflicts. We disagreed to agree. On the 3rd day, we went to Makoko. We stormed Makoko. We decided to spend the whole day there. The school was dilapidated. It was raining. Water was entering the classroom through the windows, through the floor, through the walls. So we had to get the bricklayer to plaster the walls, to plaster the ground. We got a painter quickly to paint the environment. We got an artist to draw beautiful images on the wall. It was very engaging. We donated a projector to the school. We donated a laptop. Initially, it looked impossible to achieve all of that in a day.
So the glory of God, we are commissioning this project this day. You read project last year in Makoko and Kenadi Private School. May the Lord be with everyone of us in Jesus' name.
us with Project You Read, which is giving the students quality education, providing them with education-friendly environment, a learning-friendly environment, providing them with technologies that will help their learning, and we have just successfully completed the task.
It looked impossible at first, but with our commitment, dedication, and tenacity, we've accomplished it.
The most interesting part of this task was the fact that we got to meet a whole lot of people, and the fact that we could help these people was just amazing.
I mean, I'm very proud to be part of this team. I'm very proud of Project You Read. I'm very proud of what we've been able to achieve.
What I want to say, just appreciate Project You Read for what they've done for us, for changing our compound, classroom, bringing the good things to our class.
With the help of the ballet and the help of Mr. Babaken, who has a private school in Makoko, we were able to identify less privileged kids in the community who have never been to school, and we got to partner with Kindle Africa, Harvest City, and Slum to School, and we were able to successfully give 10 children scholarships.
At the end of the 72 hours, when we saw the smiles we put on these kids' faces, it made all the challenges I faced disappear. For me, it was a great thing going to this task because I learned a lot from it, and I've learned to realize that education, all in all, is the key to success.
There are lots of kids out there who need our help, and kids who don't even have this access to quality education, and we out here should try as much as possible to help them to make their lives better as much as we can.
All right, to the board.
Hi, judges.
We did the job you gave us to do.
My team has been able to come up with a Project You Read.
Come next boardroom sitting, we are going to wow you.
I hope and believe we won't disappoint you when we meet you at the boardroom.
Now, after a very, very tasking and hustling day, the team must unwind. And so, as accustomed to them, they have a party.
What is it? Girl, where you want where David don't do. What is it? Girl, where you need where Obi don't
Please vote for me by texting Titan KC to 33352.
I need your votes to win this competition, so please support me by texting Titan Chinyere to 33352.
Oh baby! Oh baby!
Please guys, vote for me. Text Titan Oh Baby to 33352. Thank you.
No breaks, just take it at once. Beautiful.
Please vote for me by texting Titan space Truth to 33352. Thank you very much, guys.
I like truth and I dey rock rumors. I don't know what you want to do. But make you let me know if you go show up with.
The DJ is crazy.
Because I don't buy
DJ XZ.
Please, to keep me winning in this competition, text Rebecca to 33352. Thank you.
I said no wahala, but I don't dare wait you tire. I don't wait you something. I don't lose weight.
I tried my best. I did as much. I let them as much as they wanted me to. I provided as much food as possible. Being a Titan is actually a challenge in the first place. But then, we've been having fun.
The house party of the next Titan is powered by Ticket Planet. www.ticketplanet.ng.
And now let's get to the real part of the reality TV show. Now I know how the elimination process transpired, but I'm not going to tell which persons were eliminated. No, because I don't want to spoil it for you all. I'm just going to let you see for yourself.
Now, after a long night of partying hard, these 5 ladies, whose names are up for probation, must set out on their journey to the boardroom.
And here we are, the first eviction board session of the season. And I'm here with the ladies who are up for eviction. And I know that they're a bit nervous right now, but all will be well as we anxiously wait for the judges to make their way into the boardroom. And here they are.
The 5 ladies on probation from last week's show are finally before the judges this week.
Please sit.
I wanted to know, what exactly are you guys expecting for today's eviction?
Lots of blood.
Just blood?
I'm looking for the fighting spirit. Who's going to be saved today? You really have to fight hard. Melin?
Likewise, looking for who would, convince us, change our minds where minds need to be changed, and, hoping the best one stay.
All right, judges, I'll be waiting for the call.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You.
Did you have a good week in the house?
Yes.
Yeah?
Hopefully, one of these ladies will be saved by the viewers' voting choice.
Osas, again, please, can we have the results of the viewers' vote, please? Thank you very much. What I'm going to do now is to read out who the viewers have saved, leaving 4. So when I say your name, please stand up and go and join your colleagues outside. You can chill. With a 29.61% voting share.
2 people I think should go home are Moto and Obebe.
Moturayo and Machi.
Machi and Obebe will be evicted today.
Moto and Machi.
Roslyn and Machi.
I am gap-toothed black girl, back corner of class, scribbling left-handed poetry on blank paper. Save the school's curriculum for later. I am overflowing tales by moonlight, that informal education. Trickling off the tip of my grandmother's tongue, you will find my mother's tongue here. A fast and fluent Yoruba, crisscrossing English, hidden messages in prose and proverbs call it Yorubanglish. And I am the miracle of melody, nestled deep in the groove of a rich high life rhythm, a child of the marriage of hip hop and Afro beats, and you can hear our voices pulsing beneath the skin of a talking drum, commanding hips to move without caution. And I am sky high, gilly, bold and beautiful. We redefine fashion, wear our stories around our necks and from our ears so we never forget the voices of our ancestors. This heritage, this heartbeat, this is who I am. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
Bedmate Furnitures, dealers in all styling and comfort furniture services. Bedmate Furnitures has years of experience in the industry, and we have compiled one of the best portfolios of office furnitures and home furniture. Most of our decks and chairs are discount prices, and all furniture styles are available. If you want the best furniture for your office, choose Bedmate Furniture today. Bedmate Furnitures, for furnitures you can show off.
With a 29.61% voting share, Tari, you're saved.
And I want to say a big thank you to all of you that voted for me. I thank you so much, and I'm here in the house. And also I want you guys to keep voting. Text Titan Tare to 33352.
So here we are. I hope you...
After that short burst of sunshine, the rest must now formidably defend their fate on why they should not be yanked off the show. Beginning with Roslyn.
I want to remain in the show because I'll be a role model to people watching out there. I'm so sure you need me on this show. If you want to bring in charisma, entertainment and discipline, because I'm a career woman and as well I'm an entertainer.
I'm not here to play, I'm not here to make jokes. My being here is extremely strategic in my career path. I'm willing to learn from the board. I'm here, I'm a sponge. I'm here to soak in everything before immersing myself into the larger world, the larger intimidating business world.
I'm here because I am very disciplined, I am well behaved, and I can connect with people on every level.
Then sometimes working with the team doesn't always give one the opportunity to do things in line with your area of specialization, but I believe I'll be able to convince you guys more if I'm given an opportunity to take on a task that's in line with my area of specialization.
Now, the judges deliberate.
Yes.
Just checking.
Okay, the judges have nominated two to stay. That will be Rosalind and Uga.
Thank you. Oh
my God. Now we have a little bit of a surprise for you, because the Academy and the board have decided that two should not be evicted, only one. So the one that's staying, Machi.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
So I'm sorry, but you are evicted.
Unfortunately, Otunrayo receives the hammer.
Thank you. Wish you the very best.
Okay, I'm here to say a very big thank you to everyone who voted for me. I love you all so much. You guys did so great to keep me in the house. Yeah, but it's not a big deal. And I want to tell you to watch out for me, Muturayo. And don't forget to go to my Instagram page, mady.maison. You've got great outfits there, and I want to see you. Reach out to me. Ciao.
Now her journey for the next title stops here.
Well, now you know who. Mutinrayo is no longer with us on this season of The Next Titan. You would want to wish the judges could have just saved everyone, but yeah, that's the reality part of the show. It just got real. This is how it's going to be on this show henceforth. And the contestants is consistently cut loose every week until we have the last man or woman standing as our next Titan. So if you have a favorite contestant on this show, make sure you keep voting, you keep supporting, you keep praying for your favorite to win. Now the boardroom. I bet the contestants must have developed a survival mode sentiment towards the boardroom. You know, that's the room where someone's journey is decided upon. They are either cut short or saved, and it's scary. But this is also where the contestants discover their strengths and their tendencies. Also, this week's let's see what the judge's verdict was on this team's task.
Welcome to the boardroom.
Thank you, sir.
I guess if you're here, that means you haven't been evicted. So that's good news.
In the boardroom, they first of all attend to the Safe House contest. This week, the winner of the Safe House contest is Sylvester. He is to make a choice between immunity or taking a cash prize of 20,000 naira.
Sylvester O'Connor. Do you want immunity or do you want 20,000?
I'll take immunity.
He chooses immunity.
I'm not making any money on this show, right? Okay, you've got immunity.
Choosing immunity means that he cannot be nominated by any of his teammates should the team he is on loses. A very lucky fella.
Moving on, you had a task this week.
Now to the task assessment proper. Judge Chris requests for the team's presentation, starting with Equilen, with just 3 minutes to make their case. Chike makes the presentation for the Equilen project.
First, we decided to have a mentor. And with the partnership of the TEP Center, the Educational Partnership Center, we set out on our goals. Our first task was to identify the initiatives we wanted to partake in, and we came up with 2 initiatives. The Learn Aid program and the SACTS program, which is the Send the Child to School program. The Learn Aid program, we leveraged on the emerging technology of 3D printing to print out a couple of educational learning materials for mathematics and also for shapes and portions What this did was to teach these kids mathematics in a fun and exciting way. And beyond that, we also decided to do a cognitive development test for these children to assess how these learning aid materials affected them in times past. So we created 3 different learning areas for schools, with the public and the private school. So we had 3 levels of schools that we worked with to ascertain if these learning aids actually had an impact on these students. And at the end of our project, we realized that those schools that had these learning aids, we saw a difference in impact with these learning aids on these children. The second part was the Send a Child to School program. In order to achieve this, we partnered with the Sparkle Foundation, which is already in line with the SDG goal, 4 of the SDG goals. And what do we do? If you haven't sent a child to school, then you have not truly aligned with the SDG goal 4. We are proud to say with the Equivalent team and our partnership with Sparkle Foundation and the Father's Touch Incorporated, we are proud to say that at this point we are sending 10 children through school from primary to secondary education to the tune of over 3 million naira.
And they made a video presentation on how the project went. The presentation was spot on.
Thank you very much.
Project You Read presentation was made also by Joy.
According to the SDG Goal 4, which states that every child should be given quality education while ensuring inclusive and equity in learning, we decided to name our team Project You Read. You Read is an acronym for Urban, Rural Education and Development. Then, we went straight to identify the problems, which are lack to access of quality education, literacy skills and completion of primary education, especially for female children, and then we preferred solutions by providing for these children a cloud-based virtual classroom, virtual reality glasses, and lastly, the completion and renovation of their environment for conducive learning. And then on the second day, all those things were done on the first day. On the second day, we partnered with Wheezy Technologies and went to a school in Abule Egba for the visually impaired. It's an inclusive school for the disabled and abled. And we made sure to go with a disabled Wheezy Technology staff so it could easily relate with these children. There we were successfully able to teach them how to use this cloud-based technology. This technology makes it possible for a teacher to be at a location and teach as many students as possible in different locations at the same time. And it gives these students an opportunity to learn at their own pace and time. That day we were able to achieve that. And then the next day, that was the third day, we went straight to Makoko community, where we met with the chief, the Bale of the place, and then he gave us a go-ahead after we told him what we wanted to do. And then we went straight to Ken Ade School. Where we got there, it was an eyesore. The place was dilapidated, the desk chairs, the roof were broken, the floor was flooded, so we got straight to work. After 8 to 10 hours of working, laboring, this was what we achieved. We were able to refurbish and renovate the school, and it came out like this. You can see the before picture and the after images of Ken Ade School. That was providing a conducive environment for children, because who can learn good, who can learn well and fast if they are in that kind of environment? Then we went straight, we commissioned this, then we gave them a projector and a laptop because they didn't have, just for them to learn the cloud-based classroom that we taught the school the day before. Then we also partnered with 3 organizations, Havacity, Slum to School, and Kindle Africa, to provide 10 children with scholarships. These children, there were 6 girls and 4 boys, and 2 of them were disabled. We did this in accordance to the SDG code, which states that access to quality education is rare, and most of them don't complete their primary school education. So we partnered with these organizations because we wanted them to mentor and monitor these children through primary and secondary school. With everything we did, we made sure that we provided quality education that is sustainable and scalable. Thank you very much.
A very smart and interesting delivery also.
So would you like to, it's already in it, so you see what the kids feel. Thank you very much.
And this is owned by one of the partners that you worked with?
Basically, the companies we partnered with was Wheezy Technology that provided us with the cloud-based virtual classroom. And these ones we bought by ourselves through the sponsorship of the other company that sponsored us.
Now, the curtain for the Crossfire segment was drawn up by Chris Parks. And as instructed by Chris Park, You Read took the opening shot.
Basically, the question is, how do you say it will learn when you're actually supposed to do a project concerning education?
Not just education, quality education. Learning is way below education.
However, The Equilen team stood up to their name. Then the tables were turned. Time for Equilen to take a shot against URead. Casey took the opening shot.
How do you know that the pupils actually understood? Because you have to actually show the judges how to use this. Like, how do you talkers of little kids? So what's the sustainability based on this now? How is this sustainable? Because how much is this device? And when you're talking about public schools, private schools, sure, maybe, but
okay,
public schools, the average...
That device is just $3,000, okay? And secondly, it's cloud-based. What we're trying to promote is
$3,000?
Cloud-based virtual classrooms,
okay?
Cloud-based virtual classrooms, which means a teacher can stay here and teach 1,000, 10,000 schools all over Nigeria. That's sustainability.
And see, it's actually very easy. In fact, the children don't want to go home.
I showed the video, I showed a picture of we teaching the teachers and students how to use this device. Excuse me. When they go, this all they have to do. There's nothing hard about it. The only thing we did was putting the phone into this device. They went to the video, they just played the video. That's all.
Your phone? Oh, the school has a phone.
So parents have phones.
Sorry. Now we use the curriculum that the school children already go through and the concept that they already been taught. I will just
that's why we partnered.
You didn't go through that curriculum.
Yes, we did.
You're going into a school, disrupting what they're doing, teaching them all these things. They don't even know what this is. I guarantee you, they don't even know what this is. They don't even have any.
You've made your point. You've made your point. You've made your point.
The schools don't even have sandals on their feet. They're giving them VR.
Everybody goes to technology to play.
It's a rumble now in the room. Guns blazing wide. Eventually, the curtain was drawn close on the crossfire section.
This is the best way to go. You're just trying to
Now the judge's observation. Beginning with Lillian Olubi, she made her comments, then proceeded by Tonya Cole.
URead, I liked your presentation format, not so much as the content, but the format. You put a description on one side and then you went into a case study and another. So I thought the format was interesting. And the way it was presented, I found it different. So it was a different type of presentation. So I actually liked that. I didn't like the equivalent presentation format. It was clear, easy to follow, but I didn't like the format. Presentation matters, and first impression matters a lot. You did a big service to yourself when you did the video, because it was just using this alone and not the video. I probably would have scored you a lot less than I did after I saw the video.
And now, the judges deliberate on which team deserves the win.
The winning team this week is Equilen.
They are most joyous. Now the winning team would have a dinner with Chris Parks as their prize. And as traditional, the winning team leaves the boardroom, and on the outside, a little chit-chat with the secretary of the board, or SAS, ensues.
You are this week's losing team.
The losing team, URead, now faces the ordeal of their current position with the board. There is a little review of their results, and the judges gives them valuable advice on why they failed.
That report was supposed to be going to the UN. It was coming to us first. Everything you've got in your report there, they know that already.
Now, as a custom, they will all go outside and come back one by one and each cough out 4 names that they think is the weakest link.
I know people, an ancient collection of tribes, histories stretching from parchment in Timbuktu to groundnuts, pyramids and knock art, a civilization that spawned magic from bronze. We were kings and queens once, before Lugard the Mongol Pack. Hold your history books to the light, check the facts. How we invented language to teach wisdom and medicine to heal ourselves. There was an empire in Oyo. republics in the east, warriors in the south, and every hamlet in the north had its sage, a people of culture and heritage, reclaiming their civilization from the sea of self-doubt, one idea at a time, every river feeding an ocean like believers to a dream. Every legacy has its story, and yours is about to begin. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
CFAX Group, one of Africa's fastest growing multinational corporation with diversity in maritime, aviation, haulage and logistics, oil and gas, and hospitality, amongst others. CFAX Group operates globally with presence in the United States, United Kingdom, Ghana, South Africa, Holland, Belgium, Morocco, Spain, and Djibouti. CFAX Group's landmarks, achievements, and awards is facilitated by its excellent services from its subsidiaries like CFAX Ports and Cargo, CFAX Accord, CFAX Off-Dock, CFAX Shipping, CFAX Haulage, CFAX Forwarding, CFAX Oil and Gas, CFAX Marine. CFAX, an entrepreneur juggernaut that is inspiring young entrepreneurs in Nigeria and Africa. CFAX Group, effective qualitative services and solution.
With the new Ford EcoSport, your world just got bigger.
Okay, your 4 nominees.
I think I would nominate myself first. Darlington, Machi.
One more while I'm still young. Please just give me a name so we can move on.
I'll go with Joy. Joy.
Thank you.
What's up, Canon? Melvin, Darlington, Ubuchi, Kenon.
Okay.
Machi, Joy, Melvin.
Who do you think was the weakest in that lot? Machi.
Okay, Darlington, Machi.
You have to give me one name soon, or I'll have to put yours in.
Joy.
Who was the weakest?
Okay. Canon, Darlington, Ugo, and Melvin.
Canon, Joy, Machi, and Darlington.
Canon, Ugo, Melvin, Darlington.
Machi and Darlington's name keeps coming up. There too.
Darlington, Ugo, Uge, Canon.
Because you nominated yourself, I'd like another name.
Melvin.
The reason you're here is that we have a tie amongst 4 people. So I'm going to ask you for another name.
Machi.
All right. We have 4 nominees for probation for this week.
Now the announcement of the 4 names up for probation.
Otto, Melvin, Darlington, Machi.
Please vote for me by texting Titan Machi to 33352.
To vote for me to stay in the house, text Titan Canon to 33352.
I need your votes right now. I so much need it. I request you please text Titan space Melvin to 33352.
Please, I'm up for eviction, and to keep me in the house, text Titan Darlington to 33352. Thank you guys. I'm counting on your votes.
They must now hope to be saved either by the viewers' votes or the judges, or perhaps the hand of God.
All right, so all the best. Hopefully see you next week.
And there you have it. So now you know who's on probation, and now you know someone is most definitely going home next week. You better start voting to save your favorite contestant from going home. Now to vote, just text Titan space contestant's name to 33352. Now you can vote as much as you want to help save your favorite contestant. Well, that's how much we have for you on this episode. And yes, before we go, we want to give accolades to our head sponsor of The Next Titan, Heritage Bank, and also to our associate sponsors. We'd also like to thank our contestants on battling it out and achieving a goal. I'll leave you guys off with this quote. It's not strongest or the most intelligent that survives, but those who can best manage change. I'm your host, Sas Igedaro Ajibade. Until next time.
The Next Titan Season 5. Brains, Charisma and Audacity, brought to you by Heritage Bank in association with CFAX Group and other supporting sponsors.